Okay, to celebrate, okay, Sarah, to celebrate this uh, special night, okay? Shut up. Okay, okay, Sarah, I have so many memory and so much fun together with you, okay? Um, I remember when Sarah started preschool, when she was at more than 2 years old, and she was crying so much, okay, that I have to withdraw her from school and restart school again for a couple months later with my brothers, Lok Fan, okay? He also here tonight. Had to stay with her for the whole week, full time from 9 to 5. And she attached him. And then, every day when I came to pick Sarah up from school, and the teacher was laughing and said, okay, your brother could not even go to the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Thanks so much to my brother. Okay. It was total to you, I know that, from 9 to 5 job for the full week. Okay. Okay, Sarah wanted to be a teacher when she was a little girl. Okay, I remember. Okay, almost every weekend. Okay, her 4 cousins, Gary, Ashley, Vanessa, Scarlett, came sleep over at my house from Orange County. And the next morning, okay, I saw, they were, okay, waiting for the teacher, Sarah, to wake up and teach the classes, okay? And I always, watching them from the kitchen, okay? And, how amazing that Sarah could handle 2 classes at the same time. And all her students will listen and comply everything she said. Okay, she divided into 2 classes. And Scarlett and my and her little sister Caroline in one class, okay? And Scarlett and Ashley, Garrick, and Vanessa in one class. Okay, I was so happy, it made me so happy that they play together very nice, Okay, the funniest thing that she was very serious, okay, and she told them to do this, to do that, and they all listened to her, okay, and I love it. Okay. Okay. One thing that surprised me when she finished, undergrad school, and she wanted to go into law. Okay, her dad was kind of worried because he thought it was too pressure for her, but she insisted. She wanted, and also told me that she applied to a condensed program. I still remember that day. She received the letter from law school that she has been accepted to the special 2 years program. After she received the letter from law school program that she's been accepted into 2 years program, we were so happy and hold hands together, and she had, with the tear in our eyes, okay? She has so much passion and is so hardworking. I am so inspired of her. Sarah, you have brought me such joys and happiness every day since the day that you came into the world. But I could be more proud of the beautiful, smart, strong woman you've grown into today. Sarah is more than my daughter, she also my friend, and we will share a lot of things, story together. From today and on, Sarah will be starting a new life with Shahil, and I hope that they will be sharing love, respect, and happiness together forever. Welcome Shahil to our family. Okay. And one more thing I want to say, okay. My sister, my older sister, Kathy Fedorov, she said that she wanted me to mention about, okay, when Sarah was 9 years old, she gives Sarah the haircut and the highlight. And everybody think that she's beautiful with her hair. Okay, thank you everybody here tonight to enjoy and have fun. Okay, everyone, please join me in bringing toast to Shahil and Sarah.
Please help me raise your cup real quick. We're gonna toast with Mom. Thank you so much, Mom, for that sweet and very touching speech with all the history of Sarah. And if I can please have our next person, which is the bride's sister, Carolyn.
So, Sarah and Sahil. For those of you who don't know, I've known the bride for about 29 years, a little over 29 years. After we met, we pretty much stayed in touch, and that's mostly because we share the same living quarters, more specifically the same room. And it was a tumultuous relationship at times. Many blackmails were made. One time when we were little, Sarah blackmailed me by telling me she would tell our parents I broke our desk drawer, so I had to do everything she said. Turns out the drawer was already broken. Very cunning. Growing up with Sarah was a special experience. I mean, our childhood years were not unlike your standard upbringing. We spent many, many summers staying up until ungodly hours and sleeping in until even ungodlier hours. We would play all sorts of games, tell stories, and sneak out to the kitchen to eat junk food. I knew every aspect of her life, every friend at school, every detail of her life. I knew the lowdown on her classmates. I absolutely idolized her, and it was scary how well we understood each other, especially when it came to our offbeat humor. And growing up, Sarah was a tough cookie, very resilient and strong-willed, but also caring, passionate, and curious. Most don't know, but she is a fantastic writer. Our mom and grandpa would always find her reading in every corner, in the dark sometimes. She had immaculate sets of Babysitter Club, Goosebumps, whatever 90s book club kids you could think of. And I still think we have those sets somewhere. As for me, I wasn't a very good writer in school, and I do remember one time she stayed up really late with me to help me write a paper. Turns out that my teacher called me aside to compliment me on my stellar, exceptional paper, which actually Sarah wrote. You see, that is the type of person she is. She was and is there for me, willing to help, and I will always appreciate that. What's interesting is that they say people are born with a set personality. And it's funny because Sarah is exactly the same person she is today as she was as a kid and teenager. I mean, I wouldn't know how she was as a kid because I was a baby, but Mom has told me and it checks out. And I see some of her personality traits in her daughter, my sweet niece Coral. How smart, bold, strong-willed, and hilarious she is, just like her mom. And now to the groom, Sahil. I first met Sahil in 2017. I remember when the three of us went to Greece. Little did I know that a few years later we would be here. I fondly remember riding ATVs around in whipping winds of 30 miles per hour at 2 a.m. in Mykonos. Not cool. But Sahil saved a person. Very cool. Okay. Well, he didn't really, to be fair, we were on a boat tour and the woman is in still water right next to us wearing a life jacket, but she was very scared and Sahil hopped her on board. Anyways, I digress, but I look at them together and I see that it just works. Two strong-willed and passionate and independent individuals that are both very different yet complement each other. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit jealous at first because for the longest time and basically my whole life, I've only ever been her closest counterpart. Now that's about to change, or at least it has already. But change is good, and now she has two, Coral and Sahil. And it will only get better from here. So that with that, I want to wish the bride and groom a lifetime of happiness, fun, adventure, and everything in between. To living and experiences this wild ride we call life. Cheers. Thank you, everyone.
Once again, thank you, Caroline, for that very touching speech. And next we have our bride's friend, Andy.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. Sorry. Anyway. Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name's Andy Patrick. I've had the pleasure... What? Too close? Oh, okay. Huh? All right, sorry. I hear it like right in the back of my head, so it sounds loud to me. I've had the pleasure of being Sarah's friend for over 20 years. I would say that the first few years were more of her making fun of me and many of my classmates. She's very good with nicknames. As Caroline was saying, that she's got a quirky sense of humor. It was her and her friend Sayaka, who I wish was here, but she's not. She's our good friend who's in Japan. She can't come here, but that's another story. Anyways, she gave me the nickname of Mini-Me, and that has nothing to do with me, but more of that she had this obsession with some of the smaller people at our high school. But anyways, but from the jokes and the teasings, you get a glimmer or a shimmer, if you remember Shimmer, of who she really was, and that is someone who is honest and not afraid to speak her mind. When you're younger, it can feel quite harsh, but as you get older, you realize that it's a trait of a real friend, somebody who cares about you. And as we've gotten older, our values have shifted from building our careers to building our families. And if you couldn't tell by the maid of honor, her sister, and her bridesmaids being her cousins, family is very important to her. And with Coral and now with Sahil, she has a chance to build a bigger and a more beautiful family than she already has. You're a very fortunate man, and I wish you both, and you too, and all three of you, nothing but happiness. Cheers.
All right, you guys can raise your glass again for the bride's side. And now if I can please have the groom's friend, Yasser, who's going to give his speech.
Thank you. That was a nice speech, Andy. Yes, my name is Yasser, and I've been best friends with Sahil for the past 5 years, and it's truly an honor to speak at this beautiful wedding and in front of all you beautiful people today. Sahil, he's been a great friend to have. He's the type of friend that motivates you, and he pushes you to be your best no matter what. So when I had my knee injury, this was in early 2020. I had a lot of knee pain, and for Sahil, he's very pushy sometimes, but it worked out for me because he said, hey, this is a Friday night, we're not gonna sit around and do nothing, you're going to move. So of course I had to get up and move around, and in retrospect, I thank him for that. If there's one word I can use to describe Sahil, it's his pure dedication. This man is dedicated to anything he puts his mind to, and he loves to play cricket, and he truly puts his heart and soul into every game. He does really well in his games, and as a result, he has a huge trophy collection in his house. When you walk into his living room, you'll see all these trophies by his TV. And then when you walk into his room, you'll see even more trophies. So it's a massive, massive collection. And it shows that he's very passionate about the sport. But you can see that he's very passionate in cricket and he's won many trophies in his life. But today, he has won the biggest trophy of his life, and that's his marriage to Sarah. Congratulations on winning the biggest game of your life, bro.
Yeah.
In the time I've known Sahil, thank you. In the time I've known Sahil, I've seen him work hard, and when he wants to attain something, he puts his 300% into it. He never gives up, and he keeps trying until he's successful. He has an amazing work ethic. I mean, this dude works hard, and you know, just recently in his career, I was very proud to see him get promoted, and he has an excellent, job in the education field. At the same time, I've seen Sahil's love and passion grow for Sarah over the years. And of course, like, long distance is tough, but these two know how to make it work. Sahil quickly became a frequent flyer to LA. Like, every weekend he was going. I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to LA again. Okay, all right, great, fine, leave your friends. But he was doing that so he could spend more time with Sarah, and he wanted to know her in person, and that's obviously very, very important. And he would come back from his trips all excited, and he'd have all these stories, and he'd show me all these beautiful pictures. And you guys live in a beautiful state. I mean, California is quite beautiful, and it was really cool to see that in his pictures and the passion and the energy that he brought back. And at the same time, in the last like 2-3 years, I've seen Sarah make also her trips to Houston, and in that time I got to know her as well. One really good memory I have with them is when I met these two. We all went out on this was on New Year's Eve, 2020, before all this COVID stuff had started, and it was a great memory. We had such a fun and memorable night, and these two are amazing dancers, and they will push me because I'm kind of shy and I'm not a dancer, so they would give me pointers, and they really made my night fun. And they bring a lot of energy, and they make the room go alive when they both enter. These two match each other like a glove. I mean, they are two peas in a pod, just to say literally. Lastly, I want to congratulate Sarah and Sahil on starting this new chapter in their lives. I'm so grateful for the opportunity for all of us to be together tonight and share on their special day. And I wish you two many, many happy years of marriage, and I'm excited to see what the world has in store for you both. Thank you all, and let's have a great evening. Cheers to the happy couple.
Awesome. Next, please help me welcome our groom's cousin, Priya, to stage for the speech. And this is definitely the last speech of tonight. So a round of applause, please.
It's not often that you get to speak at your cousin's wedding. For all of you who don't know me, my name is Priya. I'm Sahil's cousin. We both grew up as only children, so we really look to each other as siblings. So to be here and watch my brother get married is really, I mean, it makes me emotional, but it's really a blessing, and I'm really grateful to be here. As the cousin who's married with 2 kids, I figured I would use this opportunity to drop some wisdom, even though I know you're older. Marriage is about coming together and creating the life that you want to share. That includes sacrifices, it includes compromise, it also means leaving your ego at the door every single day. For you, Sarah, it also means accepting that you may never have a quiet house again, because Sahil will be vacuuming all the time. I swear, 2 days ago, he literally was following my toddler around just to grab every last crumb he could find. But in all fairness, Sarah, you and your family are extremely lucky. We've had the privilege of knowing Sahil his whole life. And not only is he a very caring and nurturing person, the truth is he is a really, really generous, kind soul. And he will go out of his way to help you, to be there for you, to give you everything you need. And for us, we know that he'll do anything to make you happy. He is a handsome person, inside and out. And with that, it's bittersweet to see him find his own family and, in a way, go away. But the most important advice I can give you as a newly married couple is to never go to bed angry or upset. Because here's the thing about life. Some of the days will feel very long, but the truth is the years go by very quickly. Spend more time creating memories that you'll cherish and less time holding grudges. They say you don't marry the person you can live with, but you marry the person you can't live without. And that literally sums the two of you up perfectly. Wishing you lots of love and happiness in this new chapter together. And with that, let's all raise our glasses and toast to the beautiful couple.
All right, at this time, I can please have you